morning, y'all. Sandra Waldrop here. You're watching Kingdom Acres. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm so happy to have y'all here this morning. And welcome to Craft Around the Clock. Just fixing my camera there. Sorry if I caused a little mini earthquake for y'all. If you are not in Craft Around the Clock, get there or be square. Because we're having lots of fun over there with all of our friends and all of our crafting and so many fantastic ideas. So definitely get in there if you can. Just answer the questions. It's free of charge. Come, join us, have a blast, have a ball, go in the comments and crack some jokes. I would love if you would comment here. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know what the weather's like. It looks like we're about to have a hurricane outside. It's not a hurricane. It's not a hurricane, but it's a little stormy looking outside and not really it's not really gonna, I'm like cohesive. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not really gonna work for what I've got going today because I want to wear my hat. I've got a little luncheon to go to, and I want to wear my cutesy hat. But these are paper flowers. I don't want it to get wet. What's a girl to do? What is a girl to do? I've got my cute little tails back here. If you were not here when I made this hat, I did this live. This is actually a $15 Walmart hat. They were selling them right after the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo back in March. They might still have some. I'm not sure if they do. They had like 3 different colors. They had this one, a black one. I can't remember what other color. But I got this one and I put this liner in it. Super simple. If you can cut and paste, you are in. You know you can do this project. Good morning, Miss Teresa. So excuse me, got a little bit of the hymns this morning. I'm drinking coffee out of my Christmas cup because we watch Christmas movies all year long. There is no time limit to the joy of Christmas that is in my heart. So, and I might, you know what, I'm really thinking maybe I should just go ahead and jump back into some Christmas crafting. Not today, because I am very much into wearable art right now, as you can see by my hat. This is who I am right now. I'm loving it. I'm here for it. It is just so much fun. It's everything I've always wanted out of life. And so today we are going to be working on some shoes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like those painted shoes on Pinterest. If you've ever heard of people painting canvas shoes. These shoes on Amazon are literally only like 18 bucks, okay? They are just the canvas material. I tried them on yesterday. These ones actually have like these really nice bumpies inside. I'm gonna be happy wearing these. I am. I'm very excited to wear them. And so we are going to make some, oh, hello, Joe Helen, how are you? We're going to make some primitive folk style shoes, wearable art today, and I'm so happy for it. Anyways, yeah. Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link. If you guys don't mind shopping my affiliate links, that would be fantastic. It does benefit me slightly. I made a few sales and I think I earned like $1. It does not increase the price on your end at all. It's just Amazon, you know, rewarding me for sending out their links. So thank you, Joe Helen. Good morning, Miss Lori. So anyways, I will put the affiliate link to these somewhere. I'll probably make a post about them after I finish. But yeah, so these are super nice. comfy to wear, and we are going to style them up to be cutesy bagootsy for the primitive look that we like, the folksy look. So what I did this morning was I got on Etsy and I started looking at all the little cutesy hens and things, and I got like overwhelmed paralysis going through all the options, and I could not decide. So I was like, hey, I already pay for ChatGPT. Let's just ask the chat to make me one. And so chat did make me one, make me an image, and I went ahead and printed it on the transfer sheets. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if you want me to share this image with you, I absolutely will, free of charge, because again, this is just a chat thing. I didn't put any like hard work into it. You're gonna have to cut off an extra leg, okay? Chat decided to go ahead and give my hens 3 legs, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. So when you get to trimming these, you're just gonna go up a bit and cut off that extra leg. Not a big deal in my book, and you can even pick which leg you're gonna chop off. My poor deformed ChatGPT hens. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, allergies. Oh no. Oh no. Joe Helen. Let's see more. Oh. Oh, I'm so glad your headache is gone, sweetie. That's a rough one. I do not like a headache. It makes it very hard for me. I've got like a low grade headache right now, just very like under the surface, but I was up until 1 working on record books for my kids because those are due today at the 4-H office. So I was trying to like compile their pictures and like do all this stuff. Putting together the record book is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work for moms, but big payoff in the end for these kids, right? Good morning, Darla. So I was up till 1, and then at 4 I got up to make my husband's food for the day. He's dealing with some health issues. We're trying to get his blood sugar to maintain a healthy level. And then I went back to sleep for a couple of hours, and then I was back up just a little before 7. So we're just gonna nurse it with a good old cup of Joe. Joe's gonna get me through the day, and maybe a mid-afternoon nap. I don't know, we'll see. I've got a little luncheon to go to with some gals, some local gals. It's called the First Capital, because West Columbia, Texas was the first capital of Texas. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's a part of our history. So it's called the First Capital Study Group, and I'm thinking that it's geared toward the historical aspects of West Columbia and this area, which I'm so excited. I'm such a nerd, I know. I love it. Just enough to be annoying, right? Just enough to kind of make you like look at people like you're mad, but you're not. You're just like, just have like this underlying situation happening. I don't know. Anyways, so I'll share the image if you want, but be sure you cut the chicken's leg off. Or leave it on. Maybe you want a 3-legged chicken on your project. You know. You never know. All right, so I'm just going around this little image here. It's got the sweet little pip berries. It's got the Americana stars. I just love everything about this. So I'm keeping all of it. You could just use the hen. And I will probably paint on more pip berries and stars onto my shoes. But this is going to decomplicate some things for me. I'm hoping. I don't know. It's like sometimes I know how to paint and do things. And then other times, like one day I tried to draw the Magic School Bus onto my pants, and I was just going to paint it on. And then about, I don't know, halfway through, I was like, this is a job for transfers. I'm just going to look up an image, print it, and iron it on. And so that's what I did, and I was extremely happy with the outcome. But it just was not working for me that day to draw, paint it on. It wasn't gonna work out. Hello, Miss Cindy. If I missed anyone coming in, hello to you. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, so I'm just going to peel the backing from the transfer so we can start ironing and then hopefully painting. I want to do one shoe, start to finish, and then I'll do the other shoe. I was hoping to wear them today to my thing, but if it's raining outside, I live out in the boondocks, okay? And that means mud and dirt. My husband's like, oh, the car's dirty. My car is always dirty. My car is always dirty. There's always dirt and grit and nasties in the floorboard because we walk from the front door of my house to the door of my car, and things collect on our shoes and our feet and ourselves, and we get in and it comes with us. The outdoors comes to the inside of my vehicle, and it's just the way of life out here, okay? One day, you know, I don't even know if one day I would actually pave paradise out here, because when you increase the ambient temperature, you affect the ecosystem. So I might just live with a dirty car for the rest of my life. I don't know. These things never used to cross my mind. I would be like, okay, this is dirty. This is what I need to do to rectify it. And then I would work towards that goal. And now I'm like, but the environment impact. These are things that can't leave my mind. It's just one of those things that, like, once it's in there, you can't make it not be in there. So, good morning, Mama B. There's my Miss Brenda. Totally Together Crafting by Brenda. My gorgeous friend. Okay. So I've got my little image. I'm trying to place it. See where I want my Miss Henny Hen to be. Do I want her kind of tilty? I think I would just want her straight on the toe, because I printed 4 hens so I could put maybe one on the side over here also, and then one on the front. One on the side and one on the front. I think that's cute. Let's do that. Let's go for it. Okay, I've never ironed these things before. What are you doing? Are you leaving? Give me 11. Come here. My children are not allowed to leave my house without kissing me and loving me goodbye. I love you. They are going to get the cow and horse feed and turn in record books and all of the things of that nature, which is great. So I am very happy to be done with the record book doing, because that's stressful. It's so stressful. Oh. Hello, Miss Michelle, Miss Sharon. How are you? How are y'all? Yes, both of those. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. So the other day, on the 15th, it was scramble report due with this one. And we sent it off first thing in the morning. And we went out to run errands and do all this stuff. Come give me 11. And I get a text message. Praise God, this guy is so nice to me. I love you. He texts me that he got the email, but the file won't open. And if they can't open the file, they can't count it as received. So my daughter would be penalized, and you don't want that, okay? Because there's money at stake. Like, they've given her money to raise a cow, and if she doesn't follow all the things, we could have to pay back $750 to the fairgrounds. So I got out of the Change My Oil line at the Change My Oil place and went to my church, because the church has technology there that I can use and things. And I just sat there and prayed, and I ended up having to take out every single photo that this child had on the PDF in order to get it to a small enough file size to be able to email. I tried zipping it. I tried. It would not zip. It would not. It kept saying it was already zipped. It was already in a whatever situation where it was zipped already. And I was like, but it ain't sending. If it was zipped, and they don't allow like Google links or anything like that, because it doesn't work well with their computers there at the fairgrounds. And so they're like, it has to be in PDF format. That's the only way we will accept it. And so we were up against the clock. It was like 2:30, had to be in by 5, and we were sitting there. I was like, ah! And then I realized when I went in there to look at the email, because he was like, yeah, it won't work. So I went back in. He had responded in the email that we had forgotten to include the sponsors on the carbon copy email thing. So I was like, oh gosh, do we even have those emails? What do we do? Thankfully, I had forwarded that information to my daughter already, so she looked in her email and she had it. Oh, hello, Miss Irma. So it has just been a roller coaster of paperwork and deadlines around here. All this 4-H business is very good for children who may be, I don't know, being an adult one day, because we all end up against the deadline for something. I don't care what you do. You've got a bill, that's a deadline. You've got like, oh, thank you, Miss Kelly. How are you? You know, you do any kind of business, like you've got taxes and all this stuff. Just being an adult, you have deadlines no matter what you're into. So this is good for my kids to learn getting their stuff done and in on time, you know, because we're homeschoolers. We kind of like, I mean, we are in a co-op, so they do have deadlines like with their classes. But if they don't turn it in to their tutor on time, it's not the end of the world, because I'm their actual teacher, and so I can give them credit regardless. And I do, because the tutors at the co-op don't keep the grades. They report back to the parent, and then the parent assigns the grade, you know, depending on the work that they did at co-op plus whatever they've been doing extra at home. So it's kind of a complicated mix. Oh, thank you so much for all the sprinkles. Hello, hello, my sweet friends. Good old Joe there. Black is night, and I am here for it. Touch my soul and my brain, because I am feeling that 1 o'clock bedtime last night. Okay, so I'm going to figure out where I'm putting this other chicken. I might have to cut off one of those stars, or I don't really want to go over the seam with it. That's the only thing. I'm gonna end up cutting off this extra star because I don't want it to, and anything at the bottom I can always trim off with like a razor blade if I need to kind of get it in there. Now, if you do anything where you're going to be blow drying this, which I likely will, I know I'm going to be painting on here, you want to be careful because these shoes have glue, right? That's what holds your shoe together is shoe glue. Well, you get the shoe glue too hot and it could come apart. So you don't want to mess up your $18 shoes by making them unwearable by messing up the glue. But we will be doing some drying, so we're just going to be mindful of that. When I ironed this, I did get it a little bit hot on the toe and it wrinkled the toe a bit, so I just came underneath and straightened it out with my fingers, and it's fine now. So just some things to keep an eye on. Just a few little things. But I'm loving wearing my hat today, even with this headache, because it's so fashionable. I just love my hat so much. So, but if y'all missed the making of the hat, it is on my YouTube channel, Kingdom Acres Homemaking and Homestead, just like it is on Facebook. I'm still under 500 subscribers on YouTube, so if you feel so inclined to share out my YouTube page, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, just send it to your friends, whomever, if you like it. I also do like little reels and posts over there sometimes. So it's just a fun little something. Just a fun little something over there. But that's where all of my replays go because Facebook likes to hit the delete button after 30 days. They're like old news, and then they just get rid of it. So my hat video is old news already to them, and they chunked it. Yes, Mulligan?
Did what she did with you yesterday. Flipped the thing.
Who?
The cabinet, Sophia.
Oh. So we have a kitten now. A little baby kitten. The other cat that we had got, the feral one, is living in our garage. And he is very happy to not have any interaction with us. He's fine. I believe he was not a house cat ever at all in his life, and this lady thought she was going to tame him, and then when she realized that he was more trouble than she could handle, she was like, I'll give him to somebody else, because she lived in an apartment. And so she took this feral cat, gave him to us, where he decided to hole up in where we found him in the dresser drawer. My daughter went to open her drawer and the cat's all so we got the cat out and he's in the garage living his best life out there. But that was a touch and go situation. We didn't know if we were just gonna have to seal off that room and let him have it. But we have had to buy 2 brand new mattresses for my girls after this whole situation. So that's not fun. Not fun. But they're happy to have their new mattresses because they got comfier ones than they had before. So I guess it's not all bad. I'm going to use this ribbon maybe on the inside here just to kind of support it. And we'll see how well we can iron this. I feel like I need more than that. I need more than what you're giving me, ribbon. Let's just shove this full of some fabric. Shove it full of, just to kind of make it full. You know, if you've ever been to a shoe store, that's how they make them keep their shape. If it's good enough for the shoe store, it's good enough for this gal right here. Okay. Try not to burn any rubber or do anything like that with this. This is kind of a tricky project. It's good if you are handy with an iron, but not so handy with a paintbrush. But we are going to do some painting on here because why not? As soon as I find my baggie of little jammy gems, like these ones that I have, I did something with them. My craft room's a disaster. They're somewhere in there. I'm gonna find them, and they're going to land on my shoes. Oh, thanks, Diane. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so I want some of the sparkle bling on my shoes with my little henny hens. I think that that would be so cute. Just a little glam for my folksy. But I can't find them right now in that mess of a craft room. But here, let me explain to you what happened. There's always a backstory to the backstory of why I can't do things right now the way I want them. It never fails. So, Mother's Day, I told the kids, I just want a clean house. That is what I want. I just want a clean, clean, clean house. I want to lay in bed and have people feed me and clean my house. You ain't even got to spend no money on me. They did, of course, like amazing gifts. So grateful, like, that I am so incredibly loved by my kids and my husband, my family. So I laid in bed. They made me a gorgeous breakfast. My girls stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning the night before Mother's Day, cleaning the house, getting it all cleaned up. I needed to use the restroom. I didn't know what was going on. My 10-year-old was in my bathroom for like 30 minutes. I was like, bro, I need you out, okay? I go in there and she had been cleaning my bathroom. You know, so like, I was like, oh, so sweet. But I go in, so a couple days ago, I go into my craft room and I find all of the things that were once in my living room that needed to be cleaned up. They found a place to put them. Anything that didn't have like an actual specified place that they would have to think of, like, where do I put this? Like the freezy stuff for the AC for my car, instead of going into the garage, went into my craft room. Just piles of stuff went into my craft room. Things that, the decor, the glass cloches that we used for my best friend's stepmom's 70th birthday party centerpiece things, should go up in my attic, went in my craft room. It's fine. I didn't have to look at them for, actually, how long has it been since Mother's Day? It's been like 2 weeks. So, you know, has it been 2 weeks? It's been a week. I don't know my days anymore. Time is just, it's too much. Okay. That even melted onto that rubber. I might not even cut that off. Look at that. It transferred right on. Look at how cute it is. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go around sporting these. It's going to be so, so fun. And everyone's going to be like, oh, where did you get those shoes? And I'll be like, I made them. Huh? Along with my hat. And I can wear a fun shirt and some of my transfer jeans and be like, yes, I make these things. I make these things. No, they're not for sale, but you can see how to do it on my YouTube channel. Or watch me live on Facebook. Oh, goodness. That is so cute. Okay, woo! All right, let's get to painting. We've got a little under 20 minutes. Let's do some painting. And let's do, I also want to do some, oh, you know what? This other little star. I had cut off this other little star. I want to just put it somewhere on the shoe. Because it's cute and it's printed, and why not? So let's just trim it up ski a bit. Just gave it a trim. It's already like missing the back, and I'm just gonna put it over here. Kind of like similar to where it would be, but just like over a bit so that I'm like, where's all the things that I once had for this situation? Okay. And I'll just do this till I burn my finger underneath. Y'all, I am accident prone this morning, which is how I am when I'm running on little sleep. I was literally putting papers in my daughter's record book, and they're not manila folders. The folder actually comes apart, and it has these wire prongs and a little wire gauge that slips off and has slidey things. Well, the slidey things weren't sliding, and so I was trying to make the one slide. It was refusing, but my finger slid on the sharp edge of that little long gauge thingamajiggy. And it just sliced me right open. Oh, thank you, Irma. All right. Now, if these were jeans, I would be going a little bit harder and longer and stuff, but they won't get the same amount of wear and tear, I don't think. I'm gonna have to report back with these, and we'll see how well these transfers hold up, or like how hard we really need to be going on making sure these stick, because like the back part of my foot doesn't bend, right? My foot only bends across the toe line, so I'm thinking maybe I just really need to reinforce this probably. So I'll do that one more time right there, where that toe line is. But everything else should stay put unless I do something silly and end up having to throw these in the washer, which happens from time to time. I'll be freshly home, still dressed in my going out clothes, and I'll spot something in my garden and I'll take off through the grass and the mud and the anthills and Jumanji to get back there, and then I start fiddling, and then before you know it, I've got dirt under my nails and things going on with my outfit that I wasn't planning, like sweating. And I come in looking like a wet cat, and everyone's just like chilling, watching TV, didn't even know where I was. They're like, I thought you went down for a nap. Nope, I've been outside working, moving buckets. We're fighting those golly squash vine borers. Holy monkeys. They're annoying. Oh. What type of transfers? Okay, I just get the ones off of Amazon. Will you hand me that package, please? They're blank. These are blank, and you can print anything on them, and that's what I use. I just get my images and I print them out and I cut them out myself, and it is the most cost-effective way. I think for a pack of 12 sheets, it's like 12 bucks. You're paying $1 a sheet. You can, if you plan ahead, instead of wasting paper like I just did with all this blank, you could fill a sheet and do several projects. So if you knew you were gonna make, maybe you're doing like a themed birthday party or something, and you want your daughter and all her friends to have the same shirt or hair thing or pants or shoes or whatever you're doing, you could just fill the sheet, right? Just fill it. At Christmas time, I made hand towels, and I did the transfers, and I just filled the sheet, and I did 12 sets for, I want to say the 12 pack, no, it was 2 packs of 12. So yeah, because I did 2 each. So it was 12 sets. Each pack I think was like $15. So it was $30 for the tea towel linens, which is like, when it comes, like you're paying like $15 for a set of 2 from a place, right? And then these, and you like literally used maybe like 4 sheets to do all of those. So this will save you money. You have so much creative freedom. You could create something on Canva. You could ask chat to make you a 3-legged hen. Sky is the limit. Sky's the limit. I didn't ask chat for that 3-legged hen. The third leg was a bonus that chat threw in for me, but so we just chopped it off. We just chopped it off. But look at her. Isn't she adorable? Okay, I want to do some red hearts like what she's got on her wing. So let's get the red. And I'm just going to put some right here. Let's see if I can accomplish even a red heart. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get some coffee, some instant coffee to darken it up a bit. Okay. The instant coffee is stuck. Hold on. Let me shake it. Give it a little shakerooski. All right. So, adding some coffee grounds. Can y'all even see what I'm doing here? I just did like a little drop of that red, and now I'm going to put some coffee grounds with it. And I've got a little palette, palette mixer, and I'm just going to mix that around. I did not bring any water to the table, but look it's browning it up, giving it more of that folksy red, that barn red color, as opposed to the bright Valentine Christmassy red. You know what I'm talking about. Speaking of which, does anybody else still have Valentine's and Christmas decor up? I know I still do. Y'all, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get my life together. That's all right. Okay, so this paintbrush, I feel like other people would have just thrown it away already because this thing is like stiff, but I'm kind of liking that situation because it's got a real sharp tip on it and I can kind of draw with my paint. All right, let's see. Let's do that. Looks just like an upside down triangle. Okay. Little hearts, little hearts. Now, what would be cute? Look at how darling. Oh, tiniest little, just delicate heart. What would be so darling is if somebody did some that were like Mackenzie Child inspired with the checkers. I don't trust myself with straight lines. I can do swirls. Look at that. Cutesy. Cutesy cutes. Sorry. Can't talk, think, and paint at the same time. Not in my skill set. Okay, now I'm gonna do like the little teardrops. There's one teardrop on one side. You could do the red or even like a navy blue would work. Just that like Americana blue. And then do one circle dot at the bottom. Just cutesy little bagootsies. And then we'll do one at the top. You could do polka dots all around. Let's see, what else? I think I'm gonna do some polka dots. I wanna do them on the inside here. Just making little patterns now. That's really what I'm good for when it comes to painting. I've always wanted to be like one of those people who could do like murals and things. Sometimes you just have to be truthful with yourself, that that is not something that comes natural, and you might have to take a class. And even then, sometimes the class is not going to work for you, but that's okay. Maybe you're a different type of muralist after the class, but at this point, my murals are just patterns. Just patterns. Okay. I do think I want to switch over to that blue now, though. So these are cute because you could work them all year round, but I'm really liking them for like an Americana look right now. All right, I'm gonna put this down because I have one more thing that I want to do. And you know I'm gonna continue to fiddle with the painting situation, but I brought fabric, and y'all are probably thinking, what in the heavens is she gonna do with fabric? I'm gonna tell you. So when I was a little girl, there was this girl that I went to school with. I don't remember her name, but her grandma sewed, or her mom sewed, or somebody sewed, and she always had these cute little shoes that had little pom-poms on the tops of them. Do y'all remember that? Like in the 90s, everyone had pom-poms. Well, I'm gonna do like a little fabric pom, or a fabric bow situation. Let's see. Let's see if we can. It's not gonna tear. Go. Fabric strips. That's still too long, but that's okay. Like, you can make a ton of these with very little fabric because you don't need it super duper long. Okay, so got already 4 pieces we can use in my little dilly whopper. Okay, 1 piece. I got my daughter's watercolors over here, trying not to get my fabric in her watercolors. Okay, and I'm just going to do some stacking there. Okay, we've also got this. I don't even know where I got like hardly any of these fabrics anymore. I'm just so, you know, when you just get kind of like a stockpile of things, I feel like maybe I got it from Hobby Lobby. Typically, so what I have here in my neck of the woods is Walmart and Hobby Lobby. So if it's not something that's at the Walmart, then it's probably at the Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I do want this little spinny one. That's adorable. So let's put that across there, and let's make this one shorter. Let's half it. Got 3 minutes. I'm just gonna cut it instead of ripping it for time's sake. Okay, do that, and then I have, it would be so cute to use some of this quilt fabric, but I don't have time to fiddle with that right now. I need to hurry. Okay. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm on a time crunch. Okay. Oh, good morning, Miss Mary. Did I tell you hi? I feel like I've seen you in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me put that one at the bottom. I love the blue in it. I love the blue. So cute. So cute. I don't want to tear all the way down this when I just need little pieces. Okay. Some there. I'm just trying to kind of mix them up. Just trying to kind of mix them up just a little bit. All right. And this will be my last strip, and then we can get our jute from over here. As long as I don't lose the scissors. I've got workmen outside right now cutting trees that are up against the power lines. Thank heavens. I could not imagine doing that line of work. That would be scary. All right. Okay. So I just tied it, give it one tie and another tie, and then we'll go to fluffing, and then we'll decide where we want to put it on our shoe in about 10 seconds. Okay. Just fluff it up, fluff it up. Make it look like Little Orphan Annie meets Primitive, right? Well, I guess Little Orphan Annie is primitive, kind of. Little girls, little girls. Okay. All right, and now I've got, oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, I'm just going to tie it to the shoelace. I'm gonna put it about halfway up the shoe. I'm gonna put it through both sides, shoelaces coming in, so it'll land in the center. And this is something, I mean, you're just using jute. You can tie it on, take it off as needed, whatever you want. But oh my goodness, look at how cute. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna do the next one. I'm gonna add a few more little things over here, and I might even wear these today. Y'all see me out in public wearing my fancy shoes. I did them today, and I did them cheap, and make some too. Y'all make some too, all right? I will see y'all around. Make sure you go back into Craft Around the Clock and tell the next presenter I say hello. I've got a skedoodle, all right? I'm gonna try to stop in, see my friends. Thank you for being a friend. Just kidding. All right, y'all. Take care. Love y'all, and thank you for making a homemade home with me today. I will see y'all soon. Bye.